Welcome to your Cornell Cooperative Extension, Dutchess County's Academy of Possibilities. I'm Michael Woods, and I serve as the association's executive director. Through our new Academy of Possibilities, the magic behind Cornell Cooperative Extension and the CCEDC programming will be featured online with engaging activities, stimulating discussions, and groundbreaking work in pursuit of economic vitality, ecological sustainability, and social well-being. The Academy of Possibilities will bring local experience and research-based solutions together, showcasing that the dynamic ways that CCEDC staff continue to help families and communities thrive in our rapidly changing world. Cornell Cooperative Extension puts knowledge to work in pursuit of economic vitality, ecological sustainability, and social well-being. Rooted in every county of the state, CCE brings local experience and research-based solutions together, helping New York State families and communities thrive in our rapidly changing world. Joining me today is Dr. Chris Watkins. As Cornell Cooperative Extension's director, Dr. Watkins oversees the diverse portfolio of CCE programs reaching nearly 2 million New York State residents. Previously a CCE associate director, Dr. Watkins also is a Herman M. Cohn Professor of Post-Harvest Science in the Horticulture section of the School of Integrative Plant Science. Thank you, Dr. Watkins, for taking time out of your spring schedule to share with us the exciting things taking place across the state and right here in Dutchess County in light of your leadership of the Cornell Cooperative Extension System. Before we get started learning more about CCE, could you share your personal and professional path to working with the Extension Administration?
Yeah, well, thank you, Michael, and delighted to be here today to have this discussion, and again, very innovative and wonderful to see you taking on this initiative. So a little bit about me. You may have already detected I don't have a very strong upstate New York accent. I'm originally from New Zealand. I came to Cornell in 1994 to take up an associate professor position in the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. My position was split 50-50 with the research and extension. And so extension was very much embedded in my research, which incidentally is on the storage of fruits and vegetables. So I was quite happy in my associate professor role and then my professorial role. And then in 2006, I was asked by the then CCE director, Helene Dillard, to take the associate director role in CCE, responsible for agriculture and food systems. I think I came on her radar as a result of a national award for extension that I had received, because I kind of kept my head down out of administration as much as I could. But it coincided, my award coincided with the previous associate director taking responsibility as director of the agriculture experimental station. And as I've sort of implied, I wasn't particularly interested, having been in administrative roles in New Zealand, but I felt unbalanced given where I was in my career and a sense of service that I was willing to give it a try. So I took it on as an experiment, if you like. I fell in love with the CCE system. And so when Helene Dillard left to take a deanship position at UC Davis in 2014, when I was asked by the deans of human ecology and College of Agriculture and Life Sciences to become director and associate dean in both colleges, I, for better or for worse, agreed to do the job. And it really has been an honor and a pleasure to be involved with such a vital system over that period of time.
Well, it seems like your strong academic research and your strong teaching experiences and so forth really have yielded well in your ability to lead an association into the 21st century in a lot of ways. And I'm curious if you could share with me, I imagine in your role, I suspect a lot of people often ask you, what is the mission of Cornell Cooperative Extension and how does it benefit youth, families, or even the broader community served by CCE programming?
Yeah. Great question, Michael. And in essence, in your introduction, you covered the mission very well. But we do have this formal mission statement, which is probably a little long for an elevator speech, right? But it reads as follows: Cornell Cooperative Extension puts knowledge to work in the pursuit of economic vitality, ecological sustainability, and social well-being. We bring local experience and research-based solutions together helping New York State families and communities thrive in our rapidly changing world. But to me, the essence is in the words, we bring local experience and research-based solutions together. In other words, we address issues in the local communities. I think this is especially so in New York State. I think, Michael, you came from an extension system that is also different from the New York State one. And the real difference to me is the unique structure we have in New York, where a tremendous amount of leadership is placed on the director of the association within each county, with the local board of directors and the funding from the county. So this really means that each county in New York can respond to the unique needs around the state. So where you are in Dutchess County, you have a specific set of needs in your community that can be quite different from the population of Wyoming or Jefferson or Franklin or Clinton. And so the flexibility that we have within our CCE structure allows you as director to work with your team to identify the unique needs of extension in Dutchess and respond to that. And we have, that said, we are part of the USDA and we have defined missions with an agricultural lens. And those missions, even though our lens has to be on agriculture, we try to be as inclusive as we possibly can, because we really need to evolve the extension system to meet all citizens within each of our counties and not just those in the agricultural community, even though those are the most critical components of our work.
Very good. I'm wondering, I imagine, we often hear this phrase that extension is the best kept secret, both in Dutchess County, across the state, and really the nation. In your role as the state director, how would you describe Cornell Cooperative Extension to someone that just does not know anything about CCE in general?
So maybe the words when I said the essence is we connect local experience and evidence-based or research-based solutions, although I can see somebody's eyes glazing over even at that. But the bottom line is that we have, as well, so let me start again and say that as part of a national system, we are part of this national system that extends evidence-based research or knowledge to the communities in over 1,000 counties, boroughs, and parishes throughout the US.
Absolutely wonderful. And I imagine as you think about that, CCE or extension in general has been in existence for over 100 years. And CCE has served stakeholders across the state and right here in Dutchess County. I'm curious if you could give us a general view of what's new and exciting within CCE as well as extension nationwide.
Yeah. So before I answer that, I just sort of want to highlight, that Dutchess was part of the extension system before there was a national extension system. Cornell itself was a leader in extension. It received funding from the state in 1880 for extension from Cornell University. But the first extension county system was that in Broome in 1911. And Dutchess was right behind that in 1913, before the national system was developed. So I'm going to answer your question in sort of a broad sense of the face of COVID-19 and what that has really revealed the strength of our system to be. And that is one that, as stressful as the last year or so have been, it has been an incredible time of discovery, innovation, and achievement. So extension never stopped through the pandemic. There are parts of our system that had to stop, but certainly in the agriculture space, where our educators were regarded as essential workers, they were there working with farmers in the front lines. handing out face coverings, sanitizers, working with food safety issues, Taste New York, which you're going to hear about in another session, 4-H, nutrition and parenting. And I think the exciting part of COVID, and I know it sounds strange to say that COVID was exciting, but I think it has accelerated some of the new ways that we have to think about delivering program in the next century. It's accelerated or increased participation in a number of professional development courses. And there's a number of areas where the number of participants has doubled or tripled because it's easier for citizens to be part of these programs. And we're finding this out at the national level. We have been discovered by several other agencies. The CDC, for example, we're working on interagency agreement that will provide funding to Extension to do work on vaccine education, for example. And then at the university level, I think one of the most exciting things that has happened in the last 10 or so years is the connection to Cornell University beyond the traditional colleges of ag and life sciences and human ecology. So we now have faculty and we have students that have never known what Extension is about, and they are now recognizing that we are a pathway into communities for their research endeavors. So that's really, really exciting. And I'll just finish off my comment, Michael, by saying, our Commissioner of Agriculture, Richard Hall, uses 3 words: relationship, partnership, and friendship. And I think those 3 ships really encapsulate how we're going to move our system forward and address the really exciting opportunities that we have available. I just came off a call to come on to this meeting where there's a big bill going through Washington on workforce development and the desire of the Commerce Department to have Extension as part of that endeavor. So I think the opportunities are endless. And I think well beyond my term, perhaps beyond your term, Michael, we're going to see this Extension system thrive and grow well beyond what it is today.
Well, it's wonderful because it's exciting to hear about the future, right? Not just how the past has been a foundation to the association, but that Extension is really trying to thrive for the future and to continue to meet the growing needs across our communities and across the state as well as the nation. So we really appreciate you taking time today to share these insights and showcase how CCE continues to extend possibilities across the state. As the needs of the communities across New York and Dutchess County change, so does the need for Extension associations to adapt to address the most pressing issues in those communities. As Dr. Watkins noted, in recent years, Cornell Cooperative Extension associations across the state have evolved to include a focus on tourism, enhanced youth development opportunities, community and economic development, and other important resources provided by Cornell University. Thank you for joining me to learn more about Cornell Cooperative Extension statewide. To learn more about your CCE in Dutchess County, check out our website at ccedutchess.org. Stay tuned to learn more about CCEDC programming through your Academy of Possibilities.